Lisa here with another edition of Always Looking Up, the rebel without a clue. That's right. In my senior year in high school, I and the young man sitting behind me in my senior English class, we got sent to the principal's office. And I bet you're going, Lisa, what in the world could you have done that was so bad that you had to go to the principal's office? My teacher was gone that day, and if you want to know what my teacher was like, it's like having Hillary Clinton for your senior English teacher. She was just a witch. Anyway, we were supposed to start on this brand new book, Brave New World, by Aldous Huxley, written in 1946, and she had put together a sheet with all the strange terminology that is used in the book so that you would understand it better. Well, before we started reading our book, we started reading the terminology, and it all went downhill from there. It just did. We were 17. So what happened was I started reading, and of course the giggles and the tittering just got out of hand and got out of control. But in my defense, and yes, I'm going to bring you my defense, I'm going to read you some of the terms that were causing me such a laugh. Feely. What is a feely? A film that allows the audience to experience the same physical sensations as its characters. Most of them were sexual and pornographic in nature. Okay? Malthusian belt. And if I remember correctly, it was put as on the sheet we were given as a oral contraceptive belt. Okay. Orgy porgy. An orgy normally carried out in what is known as a solidarity service. A solidarity service is like a Christian mass, which groups of believers get together, they sing hymns, worship, and connect with one another, showing devotion to Ford. And when I'm talking Ford, I'm talking, Ford. The motor company, Henry Ford, whatever. Free Martins. What's a free Martin? A female embryo injected with male sex hormone to become neutral and sterile. A saxophone. No, I didn't mispronounce that. It's saxophone. Okay, a saxophone, a fictional saxophone, of course, because there's not really an instrument that does this. A fictional saxophone that creates sexual sensations. So, that's just a smattering of the stuff that was on the list. It was like everything had to do with sex. And of course, this was the kid that used to make fun of me and say I was easily amused. And I would say, no, I'm not easily amused. And he said, I could get you to laugh at anything. And I said, no, you couldn't. And he said, I could get you to laugh at the word dinosaur. And I said, no, you couldn't. A minute later, he turns around in his chair, looks me straight in the eye, says dinosaur. And of course, I lose it. Yeah. So much for that. Okay, so we were sent to the principal's office. And of course, the principal is sitting there saying, okay, Lisa, why are y'all here? What is the problem? Why did the teacher send you to the principal's office? Well, being a naive little twit, who hadn't even read the book yet. I had this weird idea that this book was inappropriate for me to read because all it talked about was sex. And being my little virginal 17-year-old self, I was like, we're not supposed to be reading this book. I know that sounds very naive and very ridiculous, but I told the principal what happened and why we were laughing, cutting up in class. The poor man was doing everything he could to keep a straight face. Everything he could. We did not receive any punishment. We were sent back to the classroom. And he did it post-haste, probably because he was busy laughing his rear end off. So, were you sent to the principal's office? If so, why? Write in the comments below. I'd like to hear your story. This is Lisa with Always Looking Up, signing off. Listen to my show, Growing More Show, each Sunday night on blogtalkradio.com. Links are down below. Were you a rebel without a clue?